Trying to get my breakfast started. Make me some. Well, my coffee is made now. Hopefully, it's good because I thought I could have sworn I put 5 cups in there. Um, five. Yeah. But anyway, good morning, everyone. I enjoyed you guys so much last night. I wanted to talk to you again. I met some new friends, and I got makeup brushes to clean. Go figure. Every day, all day. Man. And paint brushes. I'm not sponsored for this, so I'm not going to show you what it is. Could I just... Because why do they have that there? Damn, I fucking hate when that shit happens, bro. God, I have no control. It's like, I'm so anxious to just, like, get this done already, bro. Like, it's sad. And I don't know if I'm first, like, I'm not, yeah, I'm very strong right about now. So, go figure that out. I'm very strong. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm very strong. Right about now. Gotta put a little cream in there. I don't want to flash y'all, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make nobody uncomfortable on here, you know. Coffee in one hand, makeup in the other. In the kitchen. Guys, be sure that you are liking the video. Like the video, I'm out of here, baby. I was listening to um hold up. I was watching Reverend Farrakhan. Oh, I love him. You know what I'm saying? And Farrakhan just be talking about like real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know Farrakhan, you know, he was talking about like what makes a woman pure. He talks about a lot of things, right? But he was talking about more so like what make a woman pure. I'm finna share it with y'all. I don't care how many people in here. This phone finna go dead. I'm gonna grab my other one. I'm gonna go live on it. I got hair in my mouth. Hold up. So he was talking about what makes a woman pure or whatever. So he said, by me being 36 is very important, and trying to see exactly what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're young, you're young in age, like when I met my friend Joe, I wasn't too young. I was like 26, 25. I pretty much knew, like, I really wasn't thinking about being with nobody serious or whatever. I just let it do what it do, and the friendship like scratch. That's what it was. It was like a scratch. So it was like, man, he more so like a brother to me than anything. That's how I look at him. So the thing about it is Farrakhan said that are you guys there? Okay. So Farrakhan was like, um what makes a woman, you know, uh keep her, you know, her innocence, you know, is the way a man treat her. hmm And also, what makes a woman sustain the purity that is within is the way she's been treated. I was like, oh my God, that makes a lot of sense, Farrakhan. Because I was trying to figure out why am I so like into Disney and things like that. Because when he said it, I started triggering things in my head like, oh, because you really haven't really, got out there and did nothing. Like, you've been in a relationship with a man in Africa and you're here in America, bro. You really haven't experienced life. Like, I mean, of course, I used to enjoy, my little boyfriends back at home or whatever. But I never just really focused on one person like that because I had a lot of friends, And this at 36, this is the only time I never had like guy friends or whatever because I met Jonathan, you know what I'm saying? But, over time, it's like, okay, things are changing. Life is changing. You have to find a balance in your life because obviously this isn't working. This is not working, because some people could deal with long distance relationship and some people can't. Um, See, I don't know the situation, so it makes it frustrating for me. Not to say that I don't love, Joe, but I just feel like it's very frustrating. It feels like I'm not in a relationship and I'm holding myself for something, you know. But that's fine because I've always talked to guys and didn't give them any of my cookies. Okay, because I just don't think that's cool, bro. Like, I don't think it's cool for you to, have sex and you just meet a person, bro. Who does that, bro? That's nasty. Get to know the nigga, bro. You know, um, that's another story, girl. You see, I about to put I put my daughter on game. My daughter 19. You see what I'm saying? I had to put her on game because I had a baby at 16. So I had to put her on game because I ain't want nobody to come in and mess her up and talk up, get disturb her life. So I had to grow up fast. I had to hit maturity quick, you know. And but still I never got out of that Disney because I had a daughter and of course I wanted her to watch Disney, Cheetah Girls. Who remember the Cheetah Girls? Oh, hey y'all. Angelina, what up? Who? I said hi. Hi. Girl, I'm just talking, baby. I'm talking about my little relationships or whatever. And Farrakhan, had said something that made a lot of sense. Farrakhan said a woman can sustain her innocence when she's been treated well. If a woman is not um wasn't raised to be a certain way, basically Farrakhan said a good man could change that. But if you're in my shoes, you sustain your innocence like you still have parts of you are so pure. Meaning, for me, I don't have anybody but my parents, you know, but because the man that I'm with is in Ghana. Where I was with is in Ghana. I don't know what it is. Because for me, it's like if you're not here, you know, because I'm like, being in America, bills are still rolling. I have to work. And making time to just be on the phone is just, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, really, I'm not a phone person. But I would talk to him. Farrakhan said, where's my other phone? My other phone's in that room. Farrakhan said that if you can sustain the maturity, the innocence of a woman, the way she dress, the way she carry herself, the way she present herself, the things that she do, the things that she like, if you can sustain that and keep that woman that way, then you have a good woman and you're going to have a happy life. Because that's a good woman that's going to bring you a happy life. Because you don't have to worry about her. She ain't wild. She ain't out there. You know. She moves off class, not what she sees on television. That's a good woman. A good woman doesn't move off what she see other people do. She has her own mind. So I'm here to tell you, ladies out there, people always say, you so pretty, you so beautiful, whatever. I'll be like, you pretty too. You beautiful too. You beautiful too. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody look in the mirror and probably be upset with themselves every now and then, including me. But I promise you, I've been in plenty newspapers, and I won many beauty pageants because I had a mama that was a straight up drama queen, Creole drama queen. Okay, so pretty much I was in everything. But to this fact day, I don't like to model because I've always been on stage. But that's probably why I like doing makeup and hair. I like being behind the scene because she always put me in front. She always made sure I was in front of the camera. I always had the show. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm not a person that you would get like want to be seen. No, I've been seen all my life. I do this because I am good at it, and I caught on to it. And I figure out how to handle it, how to do it, because that's a lot of pressure when you come into yourself and you realize that yourself is a celebrity that has to be in front of the camera. Girl, you know how stressful that is? It's stressful to be a celebrity. I'm sorry, I had that thing all the way in my face. It's stressful to be a celebrity and know you a celebrity. And you have to be a celebrity every time. Even on in your personal life, you have to always be a celebrity. In my shoe, I have to be always be a celebrity because Ty is a celebrity being Ty. Mad, angry, upset, crying, everything. I've put my life on here not knowing that I put my life on here. I put my life on here with, good intentions. Because it started off when I made my YouTube videos. I just wanted, hey, James. It started off when I made my YouTube videos. I just wanted to help people. I just wanted to help people who were going through anxiety like I was. I started my YouTube channel always speaking about God, opening up about God and talking about hair because in that time in my life, as I was learning the word, I was learning how to heal the crown. But due to the fact that I do things different, I don't preach. No, I'm not a preacher. I'm a motivational speaker. I allow God to use me as what he wants because there's no way I can go to hell for all the people. I cannot go to hell. I told God, you cannot make me a pastor because I'm just saying, and people might say I'm being judgmental, but God forgive me, Father, because it's not my intent. I can't be no pastor. I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to do something wrong that God doesn't see fit, which he will let me know. But it be people, I'm telling you, I hear the Lord. It be people like you who I want. I know it. But I can't go to hell for them other folks out there because if I was a pastor, when you come to my church, I want you to change. I want you to change because if they come tell me, more than 3 people come to tell me. See, I said more than 3. 3 is all you need, but more than 3 come telling me you the same mean junkyard dog. No, we got to get that fixed because I don't want those type of people in my church leading. You got leading by my name. Who church you go to, Taquise? No, you don't. Now with that attitude, no. They gonna say, oh no, that girl, that's a woman of God. That girl will love God. You don't go to her church, your attitude too bad. That's what they'll tell you. See, that's the kind of person I am. But no, I don't believe in I told God a long time ago, and then people who gotta live their life right. They gotta be right. You gotta live right. I curse too much. God say everybody curse. I ain't finna do it. I got anger issues. I don't like people to do certain things to me. It triggers me. I don't know how that thing could go. And if people put me on a pedestal, what you do with your pastor or whatever, you put them on a high pedestal. You put no man before God. You put no man before God. And I know that I'm preaching to you now. I'm aware of that. But I'm a motivational speaker, meaning I can help you spiritually with whatever you're dealing with. It's just the way things are. See, those are the things that the purity of a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because if I lost my purity, if I was in a place where God can use me, I wouldn't be able to hear him so clearly to touch you right now. Because it's like 100-something people gonna watch this and they're gonna be like, oh my God, this girl's so deep. That girl's so deep. What's she at? I'm a hairstylist, makeup artist. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I moved to Georgia because I heard my Father in heaven say, you have to go to Atlanta. And I said, God, why? I was finna buy a house with a lake, with a pond. My dad said it's a pond. I said lake in the backyard. I had my life together, but I came down here and I came here with my sister, my best friend, one of my childhood best friends. She said, I told her when I got to Atlanta, I said, God isn't here. He ain't here. And that's the first words that I told her when I got here. I said, God isn't in Atlanta. And I was so hurt when I said these words. Because now in my mind being 20, 25, 26, 26, no, 27. Because I moved out of my parents' house when I was 26. I had to stay there good. I had to stay there for a long time. I moved to my first apartment when I was 26. Me and my friend. So I moved to Georgia. And I was like, I had to move to Georgia because God told me to move to Georgia. And I heard it. The same voice that I heard when he said, marry Joe, go to Africa. I said, Lord, I don't want to go to Africa. Lord, I don't want to go to Africa. Lord, I do not want to go to Africa. I don't want to go to Africa. But when I saw that man, it was something I never saw in my life in anybody apart from my dad. And I moved on with my life and did that. We did that. It went on. It's still a process. Things begin to change. Both of us are frustrated. So it's like, I'm here, you're there. He looking at it in a whole nother way. He's a different man from what most men are. He really take pride in his religion. When he's married, he married. He just like me. I'm just so outspoken. I don't hold a lot in like a man. I'm a woman. I take it and let you know. Yes. And I just feel so bad that he ain't here because there's so many men out here that, what I'm saying, I'm an emotional wreck. You know what I'm saying? And when I say I'm an emotional wreck, meaning I am a woman. You know what I'm saying? And I have feeling. I understand men very well. More than I understand a woman. But I tell anybody, I really understand a man than I understand a woman. Because honestly, it's too much. I am a woman myself. I have a lot to deal with. But before it comes out, I take it, consecrate before I react. And when in fact that I react on a thing, I want you to know, my friend, I'm sure of what I'm saying. And you can keep picking and you can keep pulling, you can keep bullying. But I'll tell you one thing, I've never been put against the wall. And I never will. I don't care how big you are. I ain't never been put against the wall. I've pitied a fool that tried. I got anxiety of a goddamn, Lord forgive me, that's why I can't preach. I got anxiety of an elephant. Probably a bull. If you put me in a closed-in area, you're going to have trouble on your hands. I'll be the first to tell you that. Matter of fact, it won't even get that far. I'm going to tell you about to have trouble. I'm going to warn you because I know I'm going to be able to get out of it. You're about to have trouble. I am very claustrophobic. You better ask somebody. It was many times I had to take the stairs. I'm very claustrophobic. I can't. Try it. My daddy taught me how to. Let me shut up. My daughter right there had to go put me up somewhere because wrong thing to do is to play with me. I coming from a place of really a lot of love because I've seen a lot of hurt. And just being myself, I've seen a lot of pain in people. You know, I watched a lot of people suffer here. And I watched quite a bit of people get taken advantage of, including myself. You know, and that's why on that road back from Ford that I went to, when I was leaving that dealership, you know, them people should have gave me a car. They should have gave me the truck I wanted. Because they didn't know what it took for me to put gas in that car to go down there. But it was my decision. Yes, it was my decision. I understand that. Listen to me and hear me good. I'm going to always hold myself accountable for what I do. I'm going to always hold myself accountable. For what I do. I'm never, and I ask God right now, Lord, forgive me for all the wrong that I've done, God. Every sin, everything that come out of my mouth that is not of you, Father, Emmanuel. But God, please, if I'm wrong, God, please, God, let me know right now, God. If I'm wrong for what I'm saying, strike me now. But one thing I'm going to tell you right now, man. I'm going to always hold myself accountable for what I do. That's why I don't understand when people say to me, let me get to talking in that Creole. This is that preaching voice, y'all know. When I don't understand when people say don't take it personal. Well, God takes it personal. God take it personal. You sit here and you think God is all, I forgive you for your everything you did. God forgive you. You keep doing it though. Oh, not only that, you mess with the one that he chose and not called. Because he gonna get you, baby. God doesn't work like most of y'all think. You gotta really be a spiritual being. You have to see. I call myself the forest princess. Yes, I can reach God in the trees, in the garden. Yes, I get my prayers answered. That's what he be. Nature. I go outside. That's why I don't need weapons. I have animals. Because God has people in this world that are walking that he using in different ways. You see what I'm saying? So you go forward and you keep playing with people of God. Keep taking their money and keep taking advantage of them. You soon gonna see karma. But let me tell you about karma. Karma has its own way of thinking. God doesn't have anything to do with karma. Because karma is another spirit. It's another spirit. Yeah, like princes or palaces, and it's a whole nother spirit. Karma ain't got nothing to do with God. See, God take his hands off you. Because you see, he sends the impatient man to be the last one to tell you. When somebody is impatient, I'm talking about patience like this. Toleration like this. You better lay low. But look, I gotta go. Spirit just said I need to get ready to do a makeup because he got something for me. But let me go back something. Let me go back. I said spirit, which is Jesus, Emmanuel. Yes, shalom. Look, I need y'all to get it right. My sisters and brothers out there, you know, they do tarot and all that. They use their gifts in different things that has nothing to do with me, nor should I be scared of it. Yes, because everybody has their own way of doing things, and thou say, don't judge. So let me tell you something. I should have got that truck when I went there. You should have gave me that truck. If you didn't give it to me, you could have gave it to me for a lower price monthly. You know why I said that, Ford? Because I went down there and I drove far because I trusted Ford. But I can really go in and tell you what I think that was that I walked into at Ford. But I was the wrong one. You got to be the wrong one. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I'm Atlanticans. Like I said, when I first got here, I said, God is not here. But he's here now. Yes. 2 or 3 are gathered together. And there I will